Oh, shit. Oh. Good boy. Oh, Jesus. Hi, Martin. How you doing? Hope you're having a good evening. Let's see. Cynthia, my darling, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good night. Hope everyone is. Not bad, not bad. Went detecting today. The best thing I found was a chunk of steel about 2 inches long and 3 inches wide. But other than that, having a great day. Cynthia, how are you doing today? I hope very well, darling. Oh, good. It's cool there. Yeah, it's cool down here too. I'm going to go out in the morning before it gets hot and do some checking. Jim, hello. Tony, hello. Blackhawk, hello. Thank you all for being here. Hope you're having a great evening. Tony, you sell your CTX yet? Just wondering. That's all, brother. You got a gold plate? What? Martin, you got a gold plate? Wow. Yeah, I've had a couple of shots. But other than that, I'm okay. Oh, wasn't planning on it, just something to do. 6 months ago, I had my right hip replaced, and my left hip is bothering me. Yay. And pain pills weren't working, so I took up a couple of shots of whiskey. And I don't normally drink. Oh. But, hope everybody got out and hunted. Yeah, Cynthia, I know. It's like, I don't need this right now. My little black kitties. Yeah, he's doing better, but he's not doing great. But he's 13 years old, too. No, it wasn't a gold plate. It was iron. The best thing I found, I swear, it must be, there's a bunch of breweries there in Clarksville. And they're old. So in the 60s, they transitioned from steel to aluminum cans. But what they did for a while, for a couple of years, you had a steel can with aluminum lid. I find thousands of those at the area I detect. And it's like, I don't think that people drank that much there because that's all I find. So it's like a brewery used it as a dumping ground at one time. So I find thousands of them damn things. That's annoying. As soon as I get this, it's like a signal that goes from 15 to 23. Then I know it's aluminum beer can lid with a little bit of steel on it. Mike, if he signals, welcome. Thank you. Jason, thanks for being here. I'll send you an invite. You want to come up, Jason? Damn, yeah. Hell yeah, I mean, same difference. Jim Steele, hello. Marty V, hello. How you doing? Marty, my blunderbuss is on the way. So you'll be seeing a video of me putting it together. And oh, Mark, my brother, how you doing?
What's up, Bill?
How you doing? I'm
Not bad. I'm not going to complain. Did the first day of work today. Boring as hell, but I'm thankful for that.
oh yeah. Good brother. Good to know you're working and you're happy. Pat, how you doing? So things are going good for you then, Mark.
Today was, yeah. All today really was like computer work. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it feels like a good place to work instead of some place that's going to screw you over.
Yeah. So far.
There you go.
Yep. So far.
Pat, why don't you come on up too? Mike, if he signals, hello.
Where? Cynthia,
right.
Mike, Infy Signals, Jim.
But,
yeah, Jim, I washed my hair and I can't do a thing with it, so I put my skull cap on.
Sorry. Yeah, I went detecting today. I found thousands of beer can lids and a chunk of steel. It just rang up really nice, but it's like 2 inches long, 3 or 4 inches wide. Old, chunk of rebar or something. Not rebar, but square stock. Juice, brother, how you doing?
Juice.
Well,
Martin.
I understand.
Marty.
Juice, thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Love
Jason.
you, brother.
Cynthia's here. Oh, my sweetheart.
Cynthia's here. My darling Cynthia. If she ever wants to get remarried, I'm her man. But, yeah, I got out at least today. It was a little hot, a little sultry, but I was in the tree, so it was in the shade. So
that's good.
Like I said, didn't find shit. But
it's been unusually cool here.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
What I want to do is I found the back half of that skate. I want to find the front half of that stinking skate and the key if I can.
You can be some little push scooter like my dad used to do.
Juice, don't feel a bit bad that you can't stay if you're working. No, brother. Thank you for coming in and saying hi and supporting me. Love you, man.
Yeah, I'll say I went out Sunday and I got a little lucky. Got 2 silvers.
Ooh, nice.
Hey, what did I get?
Marlon, welcome.
2 Georgie. Yeah. And then this one had my heart stopping. I thought it said 1916 on it.
Yeah.
But no, it was 1918. Mercury.
Sweet. Nice.
So I was happy.
Oh, yeah.
And then driving home, my car broke down, remember?
Yeah, I remember your car broke down. Now, I want to know if anybody has seen the latest news that in L.A.,
Hey, Rusty.
A man died, and it took a while for his family to go through the estate, but they found 1 million copper pennies in the basement. And a guy started collecting them in 1943 when they switched to steel. He thought they'd never go back to copper, so he started collecting them.
Yeah.
Now, the face value is $10,000. He wants $25,000 for everything because he doesn't have time to go through it. He tried, and he just went, no. And people made lesser offers. And he goes, no, 25,000 firm. Now everybody goes, well, it's only worth 10,000 face value. Scrap value is 20 to 30,000. Now, in that 1 million pennies, considering how old they are, you're going to have IHPs. You could have 1909 VDBs. You could have the 55 double dice, the 1914 key dates. you could run into a 1943 copper or 1944 steel.
Yep.
So $25,000 is not a bad price. But it's, if you look it up on the news, it's there. They just released it June 9th. They're going, damn. Hi, Mandy. Can't do better.
I'd have to go through them. I couldn't sell them. I know it would probably take a lifetime, but I would go through
them. I just saw that. I went, man, I wish I had the money. I would go hop on a plane, go pay for it,
Yep.
run a U-Haul, drive it back, put it in the garage, and go through it.
That's it.
Exactly. Because a
Hey, Marlon.
43 copper is $50,000 in bad shape, 80 in good. A 44 steel starts at $158,000.
Yeah.
So one coin could not only pay for it all, but make you a hell of a profit.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, damn. And people are going, no, it ain't worth it. They're trying to undercut it because they don't understand. All they see is, well, face value is only 10,000.
Yep.
Well, that's like, I understand the guys that are having trouble, that have coin shops. They don't want to sell paper anymore because they have trouble selling. People just want to buy silver. There's paper money out there worth a lot of bucks.
Yeah.
But people don't see that. They just see the face value.
Well, I was going through my red book just for the fun of it, because I found, I think it was like a 79 quarter, and I was like, oh, let's just look at it. I'm curious. It's almost worth $2.
Yeah.
Pocket change, $2.
Yeah. There are brand new clad change that is worth money because it's an error, or it's this, or it's that, So
yeah,
you just got to look at it and go, okay, face value is this, but if they only made so many, what's it worth? Now, like those million pennies, how many IHPs are mixed in with that? Back then that was going to happen, just like it does today, and more so back then.
Yep.
And there's some IHPs with a lot of money. So,
see what Mandy has. She's got like 200 Wheaties she needs to go through. Take your time.
Mark Miller, hello. Buscondo, hello. How you doing?
Last, or get like a coin scope. This way you can really magnify it, so you really see if there's any doubling or if there's key dates.
Everybody, you don't need a coin scope. What you have now, and I have.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And it's free download. Let me bring it up here. Stupid freaking phone. Come on, phone. Jesus, I hate this phone sometimes. No, that's not what I want.
Hey, Mark. What's up?
Right when I needed to do something. That's called Coinoscope. Oh, come on, you piece of junk. Anyways, it's Coinoscope. You bring it up on your phone. It's a free download.
Okay.
You put it at the coin, and not only tells you what it is, it tells you how many were made and what it's worth.
Coinoscope.
It's on the free download section on And somebody told me about that the other day, and in one of the chats somebody was talking about it. I downloaded it.
Yeah.
I love it. I looked at
I'm gonna download it now.
Pardon, Mark?
I'm gonna go download it right now.
There you go.
It beats swiping left and swiping right, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah. Well, when I saw that and I downloaded it, the first thing I looked at was a 1968 Canadian beaver coin. It told me how many were minted, what it was worth, blah, blah, blah. Cool.
Yeah.
And you can enlarge it and see every detail on it. Hi, Dan B. How you doing? So I was thinking, coin scopes are nice, but this was free. That's on the phone.
Yeah. What do you always have with you when you're out and about? You got your phone.
Yeah, exactly. The only thing I hate, my phone changed carriers. I mean, it's still the company I went through, but Verizon took them over. Now I cannot download the shorts off my phone onto the internet.
Yep.
It says this is not available with your plan, and it's the only plan I can get. Piss me off. So I'm going to change plans here soon.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Oh. Danny boy, how you doing? But yeah, try that coinoscope. Throw out a coin mark. Point. Take a picture of it. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know whenever I can get to it. Oh, wrong store. Went to the Pornhub by
Jason says
accident.
he accidentally typed in pornoscope.
Yeah, I did.
That's Pornhub, Jason, not pornoscope.
Okay,
I
coin.
only read about that.
Oh, there it is. Coinoscope.
Boscondo, hello. Thank you, sir, for being here. Thank you all for being here. I'm doing fine, Danny.
Okay. Looks pretty damn easy to use.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's real easy to use.
Huh.
I love it.
We're not endorsed. We're not getting paid by this company. We're just curious.
Yeah, we're not. It's a great app. It's free. It works good. And it's like, yeah, you can buy a scope for $40, but why when you got it on your phone for free?
Yeah.
If you're
I don't
gonna,
know, but I still love my Coinscope. I'll still keep it. Yeah.
oh yeah, I'm still thinking of getting one, but I thought, damn, this thing works really good. And it enlarges the coin, and shows a nice, crisp, clear picture.
Yeah.
It's like, but the only thing is, hi Dennis, I can't download it from my phone to the internet anymore because my new plan doesn't let me.
Oh.
It's like, and they charge me $10 a month more than they used to. I thought that really sucks. I'm paying more and I get less.
Yeah.
Welcome to America. Yes, Marlon, you're right. Check out Boscondo, people. Great channel. Find some great stuff.
Oh.
I'll check each other out. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to each other.
Just be careful how you do the check-in. I mean, you can catch a charge that way.
Yeah. Weird guy. How you doing? Yeah.
Oh, wow, that really does magnify it. Holy crap.
Yeah, it does. I love the thing, man. It worked great. So, like I said, the only thing I can't do is download. Well, I can email it to myself and then download it. But that sucks. I used to be able to plug in my phone and download it, but it wouldn't do it anymore. And I looked up and it says,
Right.
this service is no longer available in your plan. I went, you dicks. Sorry about the language.
Yeah. The next time I find a coin, I'll have to use that.
Diana, how you doing?
Oh, Diana's here.
I might move in with Diana. I'm thinking about it because she lives
There
close
you
to
go.
the coast. She was a sweetheart. Backbreaking metal detecting. Hello and welcome.
Does Diana know that you want to move in with her?
Well, we talked about it. We were talking about it in the stream one night.
Oh,
I got a room.
Either I must have been sleeping or I wasn't in the stream.
I don't remember. I think you left early. I don't remember.
Okay.
But we were talking about it. She's like, I think she said she's 9 miles from the beach. There's lots of places to detect. I've never beach detected in my life, and I'd love to. So,
Diana, can I move in too? I'll sleep in the basement. I'm fine.
it's like I said, Diana's a sweetheart. So, Dime Bag Coins, how you doing? Welcome.
Hey, Dime. Dennis, what's up, brother?
And here's they're just too nasty about metal detecting. So,
you cut out on me. I couldn't hear you.
oh, you're locking up on me. So,
I think it's I noticed my internet is not working as good as it should be.
oh, okay.
I'm watching the bars and they're going up and down, up and down. So
Congratulations, Dennis. You passed 2,400 subs. Awesome, brother.
hey,
Oh, the hell. Whoa.
what happened? Oh, there we are.
Yeah, well, all of a sudden my screen went black. It's been doing that lately. All of a sudden it just drops it.
Oh wow.
Also, I noticed when I turn on my TV, there's a couple of channels I normally watch. They're not working today. So something with the internet.
Hmm.
Nathan, brother, how you doing?
Hey, Nathan.
Alice, thank you for being here.
See, Cynthia doesn't know it yet, but I'm moving in with her. So I just throwing that out there.
Diana, have you used that neck yeah, camera holder yet? Greg, hello. How you doing, brother?
Greg?
Yeah, Greg. What I always wanted to do, because I lived in Grass Valley, which was like a 4-hour drive to Fort Bragg, but I always wanted to check that because I know not many people detect over there, or if at all. And I used to go there a lot as a kid, and I'd love to do it. Never made it.
You see what Cynthia wrote, Bill?
It says I have a king size bed. Yeah.
Well, damn. Bill, I'm going to jump off so I can start packing.
That's right. Alice, you were here first. I'm sorry, I forgot. I've had a couple whiskeys and sevens. Sorry.
Oh, Dennis, I'll learn to be a neat freak. Just ignore what's behind me. Here, we'll just do this. This is better. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Your green screen.
Yep, there we go. Now I'm a neat freak as well.
Yeah, I was doing my exercises the other day for my hip, the physical therapy, which you're supposed to do for at least a year. And my left hip popped out. And today it was really bothering me, and the pain pills weren't helping. So I grabbed a bottle of whiskey and went, nope. Took a couple shots.
Damn.
But I had to go to detecting. As much as my freaking hip was hurting me, I knew it was wrong to do. I had to go to detecting because I needed to get out. I just needed to. Come here, buddy. Come on, bud. Oh, black kitty. Come on, buddy. Come here. Yeah, I know. But Barney Taylor, how you doing, brother? Glad to see you here. Yeah, Alice, getting old sucks. You fall apart and then you die. It's just how it is.
Hey, Junk.
Hello. I'm gonna sugarcoat it because why? Ain't none of us make it out of this alive.
Oh. We'll all wind up in the same place.
Yep. Walmart hell.
No, I was thinking of doing the Sam's Club thing. I know they're owned by the same company, but yeah.
Yeah, Sam's Club, Walmart. Kmart's gone,
It'll
so it doesn't matter. Oh, I hope you make it, Cynthia. That would be great. That's like I was talking to somebody one night. People go, well, who wants to live forever because you lose all your friends? Well, you make new friends. And family usually 90% of the family you have isn't worth keeping around anyways. So yeah, you make new friends and you keep going. I'd love to, but the problem is my pets. I consider them family, and that's hard to lose them at times, because it's part of your past as well as your future. But other than that, living forever, I don't know about living forever, but 1,000 years or something, that'd be cool. Can you imagine being able to tech for 1,000 years? As long as you could jump around from planet to planet, that would really be neat. Yeah, no problem, Barney. I understand. I have a hard time keeping up with it, and I'm watching it.
My ADHD doesn't let me keep up with chat.
My son has ADHD, and he quit taking his meds at 18, and he's 42 now.
Oh wow!
And he could never understand. You didn't grow out of it, so keep taking your meds. I don't want to. I don't like the way they make me feel. Yeah, but you don't understand how you make other people feel when you don't take them. Oh yeah,
So
Jason,
I
I
understand
understand.
that.
Yeah, you work your ass off. The bank account's good, but the people you work with become your family instead of your family being your family. Been through that. There you go, Cynthia. Yep, you want to live long enough to be a great pain in the ass to your great grandkids. Yeah, I understand that.
Tot lot bandit.
Oh, that's Paul. Hi, Paul. Used to be Paul's metal detecting, and he was something else before that. I can't remember. I know you know him. He's in Texas. Had
Okay.
his own. Has his own. Dang it. Uh, Nursery. Self stuff. How you
Oh man,
doing?
boy, you gotta be careful. Brother, we get up here in those ages, we don't bounce anymore.
Oh, STDs. Sexually transmitted diseases. What?
Yeah, that's what life is.
That's
That's
true.
what Martin said. Life is it's an STD. You eventually die from it.
You know, you're born, you live, you suffer, you die. That's pretty much it. Yeah, they're
Depending
those.
who you are, come back again. If you believe in that.
Hi, Pat. Oh, yeah, reincarnation. With my luck, I'd come back as a bottom of a garbage can. So,
That's all. Stepped on the air hose. Okay.
oh god, he's talking about stepping on the air hose.
Yeah.
Um, there was this garage outside of town, garage, and it was a wrecking yard. And I used to be able to go and use their shop. Well, I went in to use the shop one Sunday morning. I needed to put a pumpkin in the rear end of a Datsun 710 wagon, which he had one. It only took me like 15 minutes. The car was upside down. Boom, I had it out. But his compressor was hooked up. It was all PVC on the wall. When he went into the office, I'm working on the whole PVC exploded on me.
Wow.
Well, it's just too much pressure. I mean, you're talking, he had a big compressor outside to run everything. And find that the 80 scheduled PVC just gave up the ghost. And he could come run out. You okay? You okay? I'm fine, but there's this white plastic all over the shop. So finally he put in an iron pipe.
Yeah.
But,
Wow.
but he wanted to hire me. You only took like a half hour to get that pumpkin on. I said, well, the car was upside down. He goes, I don't care. He goes, I send my regular guys out there. They're out for 3 or 4 hours to do the same job.
How far was the fall, Barney?
Predator tool, no, where to go? I haven't. I had I never used it. I had the Nocta macro shovel, but I gave it to Kay. Kay's digging it. Barney, slow down, brother. You're getting older. You can't do the same thing you did when you was 18. I mean, it took me forever to learn that, and I'm older than you, so.
That's plenty high.
Yeah, I know, Nathan. It's not rated for that, but they had that in there. It was in there for years before, excuse me, it blew. But
foot.
I mean, I've done all kinds of things that weren't rated for that. Didn't blow up in my face, but I got lucky. I used to build black powder rifles, and they always tell you double the load, tie it to a tree, stand back with the string to the trigger, and pull. Well, I never used the string. I just fucking double loaded and put it to my shoulder and pulled the trigger. So.
Hey, Rob.
Robster.
That's the problem with getting old, Barney. Yeah. The mind says, oh, hell, you can still do
Yeah, and the body says, frick you.
this. What are you thinking? Yeah.
I got to get some more coffee. Get my head a little clearer.
There you go.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, back breaking. Yeah. I had no problems whatsoever. I had it on my lower back, and then like it was a year later, the pain come back, and I asked my doctor. I said, "What's going on here?" And she just laughed at me, and she said, "You think I was going to fix it forever?" So, well, if I would have known it wasn't, I wouldn't have had the damn surgery. Thanks, Barney. I really appreciate that, brother. And yeah, get some rest, man. Rest that your shoulder.
Brian, God bless you, brother. Yeah, weird guy. We're right, Marlon. Make sure you got weird guy in your treasure fan people because, well, all of you are great, you know. So, yeah, you're right, Tony. Tomorrow the body says, "What the hell were you thinking?" That's so true.
Yeah. Especially when you're like 2 miles into the woods searching a house site, you know, and
Well, that's like
you're swinging thinking, I'm going to find something. You know? 5 hours later, you're done, but then you got to realize you got to walk another 2 hours out of the damn forest.
All I found was a chunk of steel today, but I found what I think is the retaining wall to either a farm or a cellar. So I'm going back early in the morning while it's still cool. I don't care how much it hurt. I'm going to go metal detect. I'm Jackson. Hello.
Can you ride your scooter anywhere around in there?
No, it's too steep and too rocky. I can ride it out to it, but I got to walk around through there. And they had troubles with people using quads out there and tearing up the neighbor's property, so they don't allow that. I've been looking. There's a 3-wheel scooter you get off eBay. They're fat tire, and they have off-road with it. It's also a golf cart. Costs more, but the road I got to go down is a pretty steep incline. So going down, no problem. Coming back up, this one might do it. So I'm looking at that. Jim Duncan, welcome. You're new. I don't remember you, sir. And if you're here before, I'm sorry I don't remember you. But welcome to the stream.
Hey, Jim, you got to forgive us. We're getting old. You know, they say memory is one of the first things to go.
Oh, my memory went a long time ago. Except for, muscle memory.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I have left. Well, the problem, Dennis, it's too small skirts, only 350 watts. So trying to get me back up the hill, it wouldn't do it. And it's 2 wheels, which I'd rather have a 3-wheel or 4-wheel. And I've seen guys on YouTube make a dual wheel front end for them, but I can't find a kit to do it. And I don't have access to a metal shop anymore to do it myself, or I would make it a 3-wheel, so more stable. Even though the thing is the kick in the ass, it says it's 15 miles an hour top speed, and I had it up to 20. What memory? There you go. Exactly, Jason. NorCal Digger, hello. How you doing? So Rob, you still there? You going to come up? Send a text. And I don't know. Nope, no text from Rob. I'm on the phone. But, so you started a new job today and went okay the first day.
Yeah, yeah. They gave me a nice little tablet I got to use to do all my documentation on. Yeah.
So I can't use it down there, Dennis. No quads. Wait, Joel Brummage, Joel, hello, how you doing?
So yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, if it was electric, Dennis, they might allow me. Gas is a no-no because guys would take them down there and tore up the neighbor's property, so they don't allow it anymore. Oh, Jason's asking what you do for work. He's a porn hub star.
My nurse, the naughty nurse.
He's a nurse, Jason.
Usually in my scenes, I'm not wearing any pants. Oh, hey, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
Founder of nothingness. I love it.
How you doing, Rob?
I would have been here a second ago. We had a little family crisis here that. Whoa. Tot Lot Bandit says YouTube made changes today. 500 subs and 3,000 hours of monetization. Is that true?
Wow.
Yeah, Brian Higgles even mentioned that earlier.
Wow. That means I'm about 400 hours away from
Good.
being able to get monetized. I might have to do 2 streams a week. Damn. Hell yeah.
Time.
How changing it is.
Damn. Because in Tennessee, all I'd have to pay is federal tax. There's no state tax in Tennessee. I like that idea. I'll be right back.
Even Diana says it's true.
Cool. That helps.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Well, you got to remember, in the old days, it was only 100 subs, and you jumped to 1,000 overnight.
Yeah.
So it's like they're kind of backtracking and making it easier on people, which is good.
Bill, this ain't to make it easier for
I see
people.
that,
This is
Brian.
to make it easier for them to make money. Trust me.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Well, Marlon brought up a good point. It's to deal with all the Cash App transactions that's going on that YouTube's not getting a piece of.
Now, see, I don't see it up here in the YouTube notifications.
Oh yeah, I agree with you, Marlon. Everything is motivated by money. Yeah. Unfortunately,
Yeah, when it comes to
money makes the
businesses
world go
like
round.
this, Mark, pretty much. Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
if that's the way it is, that's great. I mean, for people right on that cusp of,
Yeah, like
because
Bill.
I think that would put Charlie in monetization. Thank you for letting us know that, Tot Lot Bandit. Evening, Mr. Marlin. Dropping the link for Joel Drummond Detect. He's got it, Denise. Was it in the seat?
Yeah, Maria, I didn't watch it, but I caught the ads for it for Brian Higgles' video. He did a live stream to celebrate it.
Evening, Jim. Even NorCal. Hello, Cynthia.
It's not Marlon?
Yeah, it wouldn't have been, would it, Merlin? Well, yeah, because Dennis, don't you have 3,000 hours, Dennis?
Hey, Rob, Marty asked you a question. You got that boogie board?
Let me tell you something, Mark. I could come home every night from Clearwater Beach, and we could have a garage sale once a month, and I could make probably 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks on a garage sale just from all the stuff. There was a full umbrella somebody left there plugged in the ground.
Wow.
There were beach chairs left there. There's noodles there every night. At least 1 to 2 boogie boards every night. Goggles, so many beach toys. I mean, around the boogie board there was an octopus shovel, 2 smaller shovels, a bucket, and then those little things you make the sand castles with. Um, there's like a Walgreens right across the street from Clearwater Beach that just they sell those mesh bags of beach
Okay.
toys.
Yeah.
And then they sell, like your $9.99 umbrellas. They sell like your $5.99 cheapo beach chairs. And for the people flying out, they buy them for their 2 or 3 or 4 days on Clearwater Beach, Mark. And then the night before they leave, they're like,
Yep.
well, we can't take this stuff on the plane. So as they leave the beach that day, they just leave the stuff there.
Leave stuff. That's pretty damn cool, Marlon.
Jackson says, doesn't matter to me. I really, either way, I don't need YouTube's cash. See, B. Higgles, Maria says B. Higgles did a live today to celebrate it. He was supposed to be doing a members only premiere last night, but Shane said he fell after their video they made. And apparently, he didn't do his premiere last night.
I think he did it today. I'm not sure. You talking B. Higgles?
Yeah.
Yeah, he put out one today, so that's probably it.
Weird guy. No, I got rid of the Impact about a year or two ago.
Well, Zach's is doing a crap load of shorts. Let me tell you something. On the boogie board, I left today, Mark. I was at 29.20 for subs. I come home tonight after that boogie board short. I'm at 29.27. When I do 2 or 3 shorts a day, I pick up between 7 and 14 subs a day.
Nice.
Wow.
And Randy, Metal Detecting with Randy just sent me a text 2 days ago. He just broke 5,000 subs. Now, it was like, what, a year and a half ago that we were just doing the giveaway for him when YouTube screwed his channel and eliminated him for no reason at all. And he has really taken a serious effort into these shorts. And in less than, I think, 2 years, he's 5,000 subs. That's phenomenal. And I know there's certain people that don't like watching subs or watching shorts, but like today, I went to my chiropractor yesterday, and I had about a 15-minute wait before they took me in. I just sat there in the waiting room of my doctor's office, just watching shorts.
Mm-hmm.
If I see somebody's pop up that I know, like Pat's been putting a lot on lately. He's been doing a great job going back into his archive files and putting stuff on. Dennis does them on a regular basis. Same with Randy. And if I'm scrolling through the shorts feed and I see somebody that I know, everybody I leave a thumbs up, unless it's really stupid, or it's a clickbait, I'll leave a thumbs down. But if it's people I know, I'll stop and put a comment in.
Hey, T-Rep.
I'm not a huge Magnet person watcher, guys. I'm subscribed to a lot of the Magnet channels. But 508 Magnets put out a video today. He found his first ring in a tot lot. So hey, I'll give him a comment on that one for your first ring. Absolutely.
Hi, T-Rep.
Wow, Marlon, my friend Hedgehog Channel has used his YouTube revenue to put clean water wells in 2 Cambodian villages. See, Marlon, there's just nothing you can say about that except that that's cool as hell.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, I'm going to jump off because my internet connection is just getting worse and worse. You're freezing up on my end like every 2 seconds.
Yeah, but you look good here, though, Mark.
There we go. Maybe it'll freeze up when I do something like this. I doubt it.
Thanks for coming up, Mark.
Alrighty, guys. Take
Thank you,
care.
Mark.
Uh, Wow, Dennis says he's getting 50, 75 subs a day now. Well, congrats,
Who
Dennis.
is?
Dennis.
Jim, I think Sunday night, did I get 2 quarters? I think I only got one. How you doing, Jim? Yeah, Jackson says I do 2 shorts a day and I average 5 to 10 subs. Yepper.
Yep.
But see, that's it, Diana. You don't have to think about anything to do with a short. I was sitting in a traffic light a couple weeks ago, and an accident in the intersection, and the car had been moved over beside me. So I just put down my driver's window and filmed the car that had hit head on and smashed in, and I just did a title saying somebody's having a worse day than you, and you know that just showing a car crash left over 1,500 views, just
Yeah.
sitting at a stoplight, taking a picture.
It's the weirdest thing in the world. You can throw anything up there and it can hit or miss. It doesn't matter. You can get 1,000 views on a pull tab and 50 views on a gold ring.
Yeah,
Why?
I just put that 9 millimeter bullet I found in a foot of water. My last bullet I found metal detecting got me 5,000 views. I put this one on, it got 44.
Yeah,
So you
it doesn't
literally
make sense.
no, you don't know.
Yeah, they'll watch the weirdest things.
Wow, 2,200 subs in September.
I put up a steel plate that came from a tractor. I got 1,700 views on the damn thing. Next day, I put up, oh, I found this. I don't remember what it was. It was better than that. You have 50 views. It's like, what? It just doesn't make sense, but that's how it is. So,
Damn neighbors are hogging all of Mark's internet.
excuse me. Whoa, damn. But
Oh, my shorts were all car related as I'm a mechanic. That's cool, Zaxxon. Stupid car.
oh yeah, car videos, cat videos, stuff like that just brings in thousands, if not millions, of views.
You know, Tony, I'm going to write myself a note for that right now, Tony, and mail it out tomorrow. I've got the coin sitting here.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm writing myself a note right now, Tony.
Write myself a letter.
Mail out Tony's 2002 NIFC. I will mail that out tomorrow, Tony.
Come on. Come on, whatever you want to do, buddy.
Yep, there you go. There you go, Diana. Uh, you know what, Zaxxon? I keep inviting Charlie down here. He's got a lot going on at his house. Just, I mean, his parents are getting older. His dad's getting forgetful. So he's got a sister that's supposed to help, but it still falls on Charlie. He's got a very demanding job, so it's hard for him to take a whole 3-day weekend off to come down here because we live about 8.5 hours apart. Um, I don't want to take off for the weekends to go see him because it leaves Denise here. Her dad fell again today, and I had to call a neighbor buddy over to help me pick him up. I can't lift him on my own, so I don't want to leave him here by himself unless Denise is here. So it's hard. It's hard for Charlie and I to get together. I'd love to have him come down and spend the weekend with us.
You can do it. You can do it.
Wow, two shorts are near 500K. Yeah, I've got like one over 10K, and I was excited about that.
Come
Wow, so two shorts right there would be 1 million views. That's more than my entire channel's got.
on.
Yeah, he's okay. Thank you, Cynthia. He's okay. Luckily, it was kind of a slow, controlled film. He was reaching for something in the pantry cabinet and slipped down. So,
Oh, damn.
Yepper or Zaxxon? Yeah, I was hoping 2023 year guys would be the year. I've had so many great YouTube channels, Frankie, Beard, so many people invite me up their way. I've had so many offers of people to stay, to help defray the cost. I was staying somewhere, and it's just Mike's just too unsteady right now, so I just can't. Wow, 3.6 million views. Thank you, Maria. That's a real channel, Zaxxon. 3.6 million views. That's um, my opinion. If you get over 1 million views, you've accomplished something. Have a good night, Joel.
Good night, Joel. Ugh.
That is huge. I think it is. I think Dennis is over 1 million now. I know Randy's over 1 million now. I just passed over 500,000, but I've gotten 100,000 of those in the last 6 8 months since I started doing serious shorts. So my goal for 2023 is to hit 1 million views. That's my goal. I only have 425 hours watch hours. So Bill, should we let for those of you that haven't checked out my video today, I put the 1,700 subscriber video on today. So my 1,700 subscriber giveaway is running right now. It's going to run till next Monday night at midnight. And then what I'm going to do is on Tuesday evening, we're going to be here in Bill's stream from 9 to 10. And then at 10 o'clock, we're going to switch over to my channel. And then we're going to pull the winners for the giveaway. They're either going to do duck races or, randomnumber.org. But either way, we're going to run some fun duck races for the people in the stream. You don't need to be there to win. So if you enter the giveaway and you win, you don't need to be in the stream next Tuesday. But we're just going to do it live and do.
Whoa. What happened? Whoa. Lost you, Rob. Rob, come back. Just be cool. Hello. I don't know what happened, but we lost Rob. That figures right as he's telling you about what we're going to do next week. Come on, Rob. There. Come on back. Come on, Rob. Yeah, Rob jumped. Hopefully he'll jump back. I have no idea what happened there, folks. He's just gone. Denise finally got him. That could be. Yeah, I hope he'll be back. Come on, Rob, come back. You got to let people know what you're going to do. It's your show. No, I didn't touch a button. No, that was all at Rob's end, whatever happened, I think. I had nothing to do with that one. Let me see if I can get hold of it and find out what's going on. Whoops, wrong one. Ah, there he is. Hi, Rob. What happened?
My USB port that my camera plugs into
Yeah.
is very worn. So when you plug the USB in, if you just touch it, it goes off. And I was just moving my mouse around, and the mouse touched the cable, and it took the camera off.
A couple people, hi Ray, hi Deej. A couple people said, Bill, you touched the button. It wasn't me. I didn't touch anything.
But yeah, so Bill will be live from 9 to 10 next Tuesday night, and then I'll come on live afterwards. Bill's going to co-host for me because it's 10 o'clock's pretty late for Charlie. He's got to be up like at 4 in the morning for work. So we're just going to have an hour-long stream. We're going to pick the 7 winners for the giveaway, and then I guess we'll also announce the winner for guess the new Monardo mobile. And thanks, Jim. And Deej, I tried to catch your live stream premiere today. I caught about 20, 30 minutes of it. Some of those rocks that look like little turtle shells were cool as hell. And that beach just looked beautiful.
Rob, I want to add something to your giveaway.
Uh-oh.
Now, this isn't for everybody. I know people like, I hope Nathan's here. What this is, see, it's a Wolf and a Harley collector set. It is a pocket watch and knife.
I thought it might be a knife. I've seen that set, Bill. That's a nice set.
So I want to add that to your giveaway, Rob.
Well, thank you, Bill.
For what you've done for me. So that will be in Rob's giveaway next week to some lucky winner.
Yep, that's it, Jim. You got it. The yellow Lambo. With my hips and knees, Jim, I couldn't get in and out of that thing. And if I got in it, I sure as hell wouldn't be able to get out of it.
No, well, I bought it years ago. Not years ago, but a couple of years ago. And it's like, I thought, what am I going to do with that? I don't ride anymore. So somebody that rides could appreciate it. Like Nathan, are you in here? Jim Duncan, hello. But yeah, I'm like Rob. My hips are getting so bad. I went out today, and it's like after 2 hours, it's like, oh God. I did my exercise the other day, Rob, for my therapy for my right hip, and my left hip popped out of the socket. It's like, damn.
You know, I feel great, Bill. My chiropractor does a great job of my neck. He does a great job of my back. There's one spot on my pelvis that he always gets a nice deep click. I get out of it and it feels great. My right hip just, I've seen 4 chiropractors over the last several years, and there's only been one that's gotten in a couple times, and they has to practically jump off the ground. It just doesn't like. In the last year, I've had 2 days it's been in place. 2 days.
Yeah.
And one of them was I was mowing my sister's back lawn up in Missouri on that trip up in Missouri, and I stepped in a pothole in her backyard. And when I did that, it popped the hip into place, and there was like 6 hours that I had zero pain, and I felt phenomenal. And then about 3 months ago, I went to get off the sofa, and I was kind of sitting spread eagle. So when I leaned forward to get in, it popped that hip just the right angle with my legs, and I felt great too. But during the night sleeping, it popped back out.
Yeah.
So
one day I was at work at this place, and I opened up the shop, and the next guy come in, and he pulls up in his car, and he's sitting there, and I thought, I knew him. He had a bad back. I walked out. I said, what happened? He goes, well, I got in the car this morning. I backed up, and the newspaper's laying there. Instead of getting out of the car to grab the paper, he leaned out of the door to grab the paper. And he knew right then and there, oops. He goes, I looked at the wife. She goes, well, drive out and tell him you're in the car, that you can't go to work. He drove up. I said, yeah, I understand. I know what you went through. Go back home. We'll see you tomorrow, maybe. People think, what'd you do to throw your back out of your hip? You just turn wrong. That's all it is. It's no weight. It's not pressure. It's just turning wrong. And you can't help it.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, besides that, I feel pretty damn good. So, I mean, I don't want to complain because, like I say, Jim Steele was in that major car crash, and
yeah,
and I know there's plenty of other people, and I know Bill, you've gone through a lot. So just having one hip, popping out of place, I mean, on bad days like today, I got to use my cane to go to trivia. On good days, like I did Clearwater Beach Sunday night for 4 hours, and I tried to do down the hard sand or in the water because it helps me walking. But I did about an hour in the dry sand, which is very, wavy, and it doesn't affect me when I get in the car, but when I get that 45-minute drive home, Bill, and then I go to get out of the car.
Yeah. Well, it's like I feel blessed that I can walk up and down the hill down there at the rec area and metal detect, which I know a lot of people with what I have going on and you have going couldn't do. So it's like I can still do that. Yeah, it hurts like hell when I'm done, but I can do it. That's the thing.
Well, Denise calls me a Menarder. She's like, why do you do this over there? I'm like, well, I could sit home. I could sit home and just kind of sit here and wallow in my pain, or I can go out and have fun. And yeah, am I going to pay the consequence later? Yeah, I am. But when you come home with a gold ring or gold necklace or a nice Pandora ring with little teeny diamonds in it, yeah, it just makes you smile.
Or just even to get out and enjoy the day.
Oh
Just
yeah, I
sitting in
mean,
the
it
house.
is so peaceful. I met this lady that was down there collecting shells the other night at like midnight. She's like, I just love coming out here at night. It's all quiet. It's peaceful.
Surely
I go, absolutely. Chuckles is here.
Chuckles is here. Chuckles, you're up late. What's going on?
6 months LOD Tesla. Yeah, don't I wish? Because if I had that Tesla, guys, I would be driving all across the country. Let me tell you. Oh, wait, Miss Mercury's telling Charlie about the GUIs. Charlie, I now know why you're hooked, and so am I. I'm glad you liked them, Miss Diana. That's right. You got to be active, Zaxxon. You got to be active. I guess Rob is driving a brand new Nike. No, I got my New Balances on, Charlie.
I'd love to be driving a new Tesla.
Yeah, Zaxxon, that is a great line on videos. And right then it was it he knew he effed up. Yeah, that is a great line people put in videos. Oh,
It's funny. I'm sitting there, sorry, I'm turning away people. My cats have ignored me all day, and all of a sudden, both of them want attention. So,
same thing, Bill. I sleep all night, and then when you go to bed, try to sleep. That's all they want is attention. They've slept all day.
yeah. It's like they've ignored me all day. I tried to get one up and moving around because he's 13 years old, and I just had him at the vet. I go, you need to keep moving, eat. He just laid there and looked at me. Now that I want to be on the live stream, he's up on the bed going, pet me, pet me, pet me. It's like,
Oh, Diana, you shouldn't have given any away of those before you tasted them.
oh,
Oh, yes, that was
what's wrong with
a
you?
big mistake.
Those are so good. You don't give them away. You eat them.
Charlie doesn't even give them to his wife, okay?
Yeah.
But I will admit, when the five of us were up in North Florida near the Alabama border metal detecting on that 30s permission Charlie got us, when Gene and his son Gene Jr. came up from the Virgin Islands, and then Charlie was there with his buddy Brad, and then I drove all the way up. I drove the eight, and that was the last. That was the last road trip of the Ford Ranger before it got totaled.
Diana's diabetic. That's why she gave some away.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, so am
But
I wasn't supposed to be drinking tonight, but I needed a couple after today. So, first drink I've had in a long time. How to make GUIs. You can find it online, Tony. There's all kinds of different GUIs you can make. Peanut butter chocolate. That will never happen again, Rob, says Charlie.
yeah, he did share that day, I have to admit. And of course, as soon as that happened, Gene and Gene Jr. got hooked on him.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
that was those were. I mean, I really enjoyed the lake glass, the smooth glass. Um, yeah, there were some cool finds, Deej. I was glad I got to watch about 20 minutes of that before we went to trivia tonight. Bill, we finished. It was only four of us tonight. Me, Denise, and my buddy and his wife. The two other couples that play with us have gone back up north for the summer, and we didn't do bad. For the four of us, we finished with 111 points after 10 rounds. And then the bonus question was fairly easy. So we bet it all. We got it right. But the problem is 90% of the teams got it right. And with 222 points, Bill, we finished 5th.
Not bad, not bad. Go say hi to everybody. Come on, look up at
Yeah,
the
Charlie
camera.
wasn't himself that day. 717, Mr. Orlando's here.
717.
Please check out the new short video. Thanks for all the support. Keep swinging. We will do that, sir.
Yes, we will.
Dennis, have a good night. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Dennis.
T-Rep, you have a good night too, sir. Thank you.
I'll be right back. I gotta get more coffee. Oh. Oh.
I did see you find a marble there, Deej, too. Oh, a clay marble. That's awesome. D&L Treasures, have a good evening or good evening to you. My left hand's itching, Bill. My mother used to say, if your left palm itches, you're going to win money. I'm like, yeah, well, you got to play the lottery first. Bill, every time I come on your stream, I yawn.
Yeah, I do the same thing. But I've been up since 4 this morning too. So
I got home. I texted Charlie that night that I was going to go to Clearwater Beach about 6:30, but then I wanted to make sure I got my Monday Digs video done, and then Denise fixed a really awesome pork roll dinner with all the trimmings. So I had that, and after that got over, I'm like, well, let me finish up this Monday Digs video and get it edited. So next thing you know, it was like 9:30. Then I finally decided to start loading up the truck or the car or whatever I got, and I started loading it up. And by the time I got out of the driveway, it was like 10:30,
wow.
and so I didn't. And then I got to Clearwater Beach, and Bill, this is a new vehicle I got, and somehow I hit a button, and I locked it up, and none of the interior lights would go out.
Oh
So
shit.
so it took me like 15 minutes to figure out what button I had to get the lights turned off after you lock and shut the door. So I finally got that done. Get on the beach, and it was literally like 11:40 when I got on the beach, and so I stayed on Clearwater Beach till 4, Bill, and I started driving home about 4:15, and there wasn't a car on the road. I had a nice drive home. Got in the driveway about 4:45, and I thought I'm just going to kind of sit here and relax for a while. Well, 40 minutes later, after my power nap in the car, I woke up in the driveway. I get out of the car. My neighbor's loading up his truck for work, and he goes, "Hey!" I go, "What?" He goes, "You just coming or going?" I said, "No, I'm just getting home. I fell asleep in the car." So I got to bed that morning at 6 a.m. Bill. See, Charlie's getting ready to go to bed too. I knew this was late for him. Have a good night, Charlie. No,
Thanks for being here, Charlie. Good night.
Maria, that was a slip of the tongue. Don't take it necessarily that is your guess. I will say this, Miss Maria. When I was on Craigslist looking for a vehicle, and Denise will tell you this, she's standing right here at the sink. I bet I looked at and called numbers for 20 trucks and SUVs, and 4/5 of them turned out to be scams. And then I was looking at private individuals. Like you can set up your YouTube, your Craigslist to go for dealers or private owners. So I would click the private owners, and then I'd see this nice truck or SUV, and I'd call the number up, and I'd go, "Hi, I'm calling about the 96 Ford Ranger or whatever." And the guy goes, "Yeah," and I go, "Is this your vehicle? You a private seller?" "Well, no, we're a small car lot." I go, "Well, then why do you have it on Craigslist under personal vehicle?" "Oh, well, we pay somebody else to put our ads on it." "Yeah, have a nice freaking day." And I hang up the phone. And then you call another truck and they're like, "Hi, are you a private owner?" "Well, yeah, it's for a private owner, but I'm selling this for my neighbor. She doesn't like meeting people and being on the internet, but she doesn't have the title right now. We got to go down to the courthouse because it's in her brother-in-law's name." Click, have a nice day.
Pat says your new car is an ice cream truck.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
Wouldn't
Denise
it?
would like that if my new car was an ice cream truck. I did pull an all-nighter, Jim.
I want the
And
one from
it was
the
so
movie.
wonderful, Jim. There wasn't another. I mean, Clearwater Beach is huge, and I've been at nighttime. I've seen up to 60 Tetris at nighttime, and during the daytime, I've seen 8 to 10 out there. And even with that many people, you're not bumping into each other because it's so big. But that was it, guys. I was the only person on the beach.
Wow.
Mr. Patrick's here. I looked at a Nissan Pathfinder's accent. I believe somebody said that on Sunday stream. I actually test drove a Pathfinder.
What I want to test drive, and of course, you don't find them here in Tennessee, but they have that new Ford Maverick pickup that's, hybrid, no batteries, but the motor runs an electric motor. So it gets like 40 miles, 50 miles to the gallon, and $20,000 for a crew cab
Yeah,
pickup.
I've seen them build. They're a nice little truck, but and in all honesty, I got to say this about that truck: it has got the ugliest freaking front end I've ever seen. I just
Yeah, I
can't
know.
stand I just can't stand the front of that Ford Maverick. Their Ranger and F Series looks so much better than that Maverick.
Yeah, that's true. But still, for the price and what it does, I really want one. But here are all the XLTs, which is rear wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, got the diesel motor, this or that, not the hybrid. That's weird. They make 6 models and only the base one is the hybrid.
Even Doug, Greg says that's what all the pool guys out here get. Yeah, most of the pool guys here get trucks, but the problem is they those chemicals slosh around, and all the back of the tailgates of all the pool trucks, all the tailgate bottoms are all eaten out from the pool chemicals.
Hi, Doug. Doug
I
McClure's in
like
the house.
I like Subarus.
Subarus are great. I remember I had one before they got names. They were like the DL 1000 and DL 1800. Great freaking cars.
I actually looked at several Subaru, the little SUV thing, it's like a car size, but it's a little SUV, but it's got the all-wheel drive,
Yeah.
the Forester or the whatever that is. I looked at numerous one of those, and if I could have found one of those at a good price, I'd have gotten that too. Yeah, I mean, if you handed me $1 million today and I wanted to get two cars, obviously one would be a Tesla. But my fun little car for metal detecting to throw stuff in the back would be a little Subaru SUV.
What I always liked was a Subaru Brat, but
Yep, Zaxxon saying the same thing. Wasn't that the one that had the little handlebars in the back?
yep, that's it. Little pickup.
They had
They
the little
were
backward
great.
seat for little ski handlebars.
Those were great. I didn't have one, but a guy I worked with had one. It was so fun to ride around in.
Greg, I got after the accident when I had to go rent a car. You'll see it in an upcoming video. I got a Tacoma, uh, Toyota Tacoma 4x4. I went up there to the rental place, and the young guy looked at me. He goes, "I got just the vehicle for you." And he walked me outside to that charcoal gray Toyota Tacoma 4-door truck, and he said, "How's that for the week?" And I went, "That is perfect, sir." And man, let me tell you something. I fell in love with that truck. I mean, at $360 a week as a rental, I couldn't have kept that too long, but it was cool, Marty. That was a cool little vehicle with those little jump seats in the back.
They were great.
See, Diana said she wanted a Brat too. Um, I, you know what I really wanted came out in the late '80s, Bill, was those Jeep Scramblers, the 4-door
Yeah.
Jeep Scrambler that had the little pickup bed in the back.
Yep.
I wanted one of them so bad when I was like 19 years old. I could have tasted it.
Yeah. Doug says Subaru Brat, the only pickup where you could ride in the back and still look cool. Yep.
And not be illegal because it had seatbelts.
Yep.
Yeah. Once they passed the seatbelt law, cops down here frown on kids riding in the back of trucks anymore. You know what, Bill? As a matter of fact, the state of Florida I'm not going to say anything about that politically. The state of Florida just passed a law that you can't have your dog riding in the car with the window down.
Oh Jesus.
Not not in the back. Like my Doberman used to love being in the back of my truck.
Yeah.
Okay, she just loved it back there. But not a pickup truck bouncing around. You can't open your window now. If your dog's head sticks out the window, you get a ticket for that.
What got me in California, and it was so stupid, they said nobody could ride in the back unless it was covered. Didn't say what. So they throw a bunch of people in the back and throw a plastic tarp over them. It was legal. They were covered. We used to laugh at that. It's like, if you're going to
Hey,
pass the law,
buddy.
let's get it right.
Hey, buddy. What you doing?
Zeus. Hey,
There
bud.
he is. Psst, psst, psst. It's Stugman.
You going on chilling? Leave me alone.
Diana, I know it. Everybody has a dog in their car in Florida with the window open.
Everybody everywhere has a dog in the
Yeah,
car.
you stop at a traffic light, you're talking to the dog, they're all smiling, their little tails wagging, the owner's smiling. It's great.
The reason behind that law is so they don't jump out and get killed or cause an accident. That's their reasoning. How many dogs jump out of a car they just
Well,
one in a million?
yeah. I mean, you're not putting the window down all the way. You're putting it down so they could get their nose and their face out, and that's about
Yeah.
it. They just dogs just love riding in vehicles. That's exactly right.
Oh God.
So,
My
Deej, yeah,
when I was
I just don't know, Deej.
when I was
I
a
guess
teen,
I'll never get to hang out the window in Florida.
when I was a teenager, I had this dog named Skeeter, and he hated people in uniform. But the people from the pound would pull up and open their door, and he'd jump right in because he loved to ride. So I'd get a ticket and have to go bail him out.
Yeah, we don't have our drive-in theater anymore, Jackson.
You're right, Deej. It is crazy.
the Home Depot. It is crazy, Deej. We got a lot of stupid laws here in Florida.
Oh, but nothing compared to California. I was talking to people that
You know, Bill, I'm a pretty liberal guy politically, and I know Florida, California is a pretty liberal state. But let me tell you something. I don't have any freaking desire to live in California, Bill.
um,
That is just one.
State Farm and Allstate will no longer sell home insurance in California due to their law. You don't have to have home insurance in
Russell,
California.
have a good night. Not if
Yeah.
your house is. Don't invite me to Florida, Rob.
If, if
Same
you
thing
own a
in Florida, Bill. If your house is paid for, you don't need to carry house insurance.
same in California. But if you do buy it, they got all these stupid restrictions on it that the State Farm and people said, "Fuck you, we're out of here."
Well, see, here's my theory on that. A lot of your big home insurance companies are pulling out of Florida too, like Progressive and State Farm and Allstate. Here, if I was governor, here would be my rule. If you're an insurance company like State Farm that sells or Allstate that sells homeowners insurance and car insurance, so I can get both my insurance, like Progressive, they always do those bundle commercials, okay?
Yeah.
If you are a company that does bundle policies, okay, and you want to make all the profits you make from car insurance, because car insurance is just nothing but profit city,
Yeah.
then if your company sells car insurance, you should be required to have to carry homeowners in that state too. That would
Yeah.
be my rule. If you want to come here and rape all our citizens and make big money off the car insurance, then you have to take the chance and carry and sell homeowners too. That would be my rule if I was governor. Yeah.
I'm Zach's son. Sorry, still live in California. I love the state. I love the weather, but the politics anymore drive me crazy.
That's exactly right, Diane. As they make a law, here he comes. Here he comes. The ragdoll's being carried in. Buddy?
Hi, Zeus.
I've been in
It's like-
pictures from Grandpa's room.
I know. Grandpa's going to bed, buddy. He's going to bed.
He's going, I was enjoying laying on the floor, and you had to pick me up.
I was in Grandpa's room.
Ah,
But they're closing the door. They're making me get out.
ah.
Hi, buddy. You're on TV. Just put me down, you hag.
I'll give her you, but she'll claw you.
Come here.
I'm trying to claw you.
And here comes the good kitty. This isn't going to last long, though. I know, kitty. Ow, ow, ow,
I
ow.
told you.
Yep,
Here. Yes.
there she is. Hi, honey. She
Good.
says, I do not like being transferred from people to people. I know. Yeah, I think I'm bleeding somewhere.
That sounds about normal.
Yep, I'm bleeding right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Denise hasn't trimmed her claws lately. Absolutely. Absolutely, Greg. State Farm, Progressive, all those companies, and our insurance rates, our car insurance rates have been going up too. But I will say this, the attorney that I got, I'm bleeding. The attorney I got for this car crash, he was telling me, Bill, that in our county, up to 67% of people do not have insurance.
I believe it.
That was way higher than I ever thought of.
It's well, I mean, look what it costs just for basic. It's ridiculous. But
Oh yeah.
I was with Allstate for years, and I got to give them kudos. Of course, the guy that I dealt with passed away, unfortunately. But I was in an accident one time. I just bought a car. I bought a really cherry 1972 Datsun B710 wagon, and this old
Yeah,
lady,
you are going back a ways.
in a LTD turned in front of me and hit my front end and wiped out my wagon. Well, I bought the thing for like $300. Well, they tried to screw me, her insurance company, even though it was her fault and she admitted it. So I told my insurance agent, and he goes, "Oh, no, no, no." So he called them up, and 3 days later, I got a check for $1,000 for the $300 car I bought. And I went and said, "Thank you, John." He goes, "No problem." He goes, "That was bullshit." Sorry about the language, but he goes, she hit you, she admitted, and they try to screw you. He goes, "No." But that was back in the days when your insurance agent looked out for you. That doesn't happen anymore.
When my mom got rear-ended and they pulled over and they were exchanging information, not only did they both have State Farm, they both had the same agent. So when my mom called it in, they said, "I'm sorry, but we have to remain neutral here. We can't tell you what to do for your best interest because our client's also the person that hit you."
Yeah.
And so, hey D, Miss Diana that we sent the butter gooeys to, tell Denise that I'm ready to turn gay and marry her just for the gooeys. I guess she liked them, hon. She gave some away before she tried it, and she said that was a mistake. Charlie just about lost his mind in the stream.
You want to hear a good one, Rob?
He gave some away because she's diabetic, but she didn't taste it first. And she's like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that." I know, that's what we all said to her.
Rob,
Sir?
here's a good one. Years ago, I was driving up this road in a town outside of my town, and this guy pulled out of his driveway and hit me. So I call my insurance company, I call his insurance company, and when I called his and turned in, they go, "We already know about it." I go, "Well, it just happened like 20 minutes ago." She goes, "No, it happened at 9 a.m. this morning." I said, "No, it just happened like at 3:30 p.m. Well, he pulled out and hit another guy I know at 9 a.m. and he pulled out out of the same driveway and hit me at 3:30.
Denise was at one of her clients' house, and or no, I'm sorry. She was sitting at a stoplight on the highway, and she got rear-ended by this lady. And she's like, she walks back to her car. She's like, "How the hell could you not see me in front of you?" And the lady looked up and went, "I'm old." And that's all she said. "I'm old." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, my best one, and this is the truth. This is like 1982, and I'll never forget it. I'm driving down the main street in my town. It's like 7 p.m. Nobody's on the road. And this old lady in a Mercedes starts pulling out of this restaurant. And I mean, I got right away. I'm in the lane. She pulls out in front of me, stops, and rolls down the window. And she goes, I have a Mercedes. I have the right of way.
Unreal.
I go, what? She goes, you need to let me out. I said, I got right of way by law, lady. She goes, no, you don't. Whoa, okay.
There is metal AF.
KD, how you doing? But I couldn't believe that. I have a Mercedes. I have the right of way. Well, what you own doesn't give you right of way.
When I was a brand new rookie cop, Bill, I bet I wasn't on the force 6 months. And I was sitting at a light, and I was the second car, and the first car in front of me, the light been red, and it wasn't a busy intersection. And after about 10 seconds of the light being red, the guy in front of me turns left on a red with me behind him. So I throw the red and blues on and pull up behind him, pull him over. And there's this guy older than dirt driving. So I get his driver's license, and I said, sir, do you know why I pulled you over? And he says, no, sir, officer. And I said, you made a left-hand turn on a red light. He goes, yes, sir. I made sure I stopped, came to a complete stop first, and I looked both ways, and then I pulled out. And I go, yes, sir, but you can't make a left on red. Oh, no, young man, I'm pretty sure you're wrong on that. And I go, no, sir, you can make a right on red. You can't make a left. No, sir, Sonny, I don't think you're right on that one.
Yeah.
So I go back to my car, Bill, and I'm writing the ticket, and I look at his driver's license, and I was confused for a minute because it had the last 2 years of the birth date, and it said 98. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm sitting there, and then after about 5-10 seconds, it dawned on me that he was born in 1898.
Yeah.
This was like in 88, so he was 90 years old.
Yeah.
And he drove like once a week to church on Sunday, and he just mixed up between the fact that it was making a left or a red.
Well, Rob, I was in the DMV one day doing some paperwork on a vehicle, and some guy walked up the counter. I mean, he very slowly walked up the counter with a cane and turned in his driver's license at 95 years old. He goes, I can't drive anymore. He goes, I'm too old. I thought, kudos to the guy that realizes he can't drive anymore. You know, most people go, God, you're going to take
I was sitting in a church parking lot, Bill, just doing some paperwork. It was a Sunday, and there was a church service, and this car pulled up with one of those car carriers on the roof, and I watched a person get out of the passenger side. I watched 3 people get out of the back seat, and they all stood around, and then one guy got out a remote control, and this thing opened up like a pod, like an alien's pod, and this crane comes out and lifts this wheelchair out to the driver's side, and then the guy gets out of the driver's seat in the wheelchair and scoots over to the wheelchair that the crane brought down, and he was the guy driving with the other 4 people in the car that were absolutely perfectly healthy, and this guy had to have a wheelchair with a crane get him out of that car.
Wow. Well, that's like when I lived back home, right across the street was a girl in a wheelchair. At least 3 or 4 times a week, she went to the hospital by ambulance. Then her brother would go up and pick her up in his car, but he couldn't take her there. At $500 per trip paid by the state because she was disabled. It's like, wait a minute. Ambulance has to come get her, but you can go pick her up. Why can't you just take her then?
Yes, Deej, I wrote the ticket.
Yeah. Now, you want to hear a good one, Rob?
I only wrote 1 ticket in my entire career for not dimming. AF, I'll get with you in a second, for not dimming high beams, because I pulled up to the lady and I said, ma'am, you know why I'm pulling you over? And she said, well, first off, I walk up to the car and she couldn't get the window down. And I knew that was a bad sign right off the bat. So she had to open the door because she couldn't figure out how to put the window down. And so she opens up the door and I said, you know, I pulled you over, and she said, no, sir. And I said, ma'am, you're driving with your high beams on. And I flashed you like 6 times, and all I wanted you to do was turn them down. She goes, yeah, I saw you. So why didn't you turn your high beam down? Well, I don't know where it's at. And I said, well, ma'am, you couldn't put down the window either. Yeah, I don't know where that's at either. I go, ma'am, why are you operating this vehicle if you don't know how to operate any of the buttons on this vehicle? Well, it's my husband's car. I'm like, well, you can't be driving a vehicle that you don't even know how to operate any of the. So she was the only ticket I wrote for failure to dim high beams. In 10 years, I wrote 1 ticket for that.
But I want to tell you one, Rob. Years ago, I used to be a garbage truck driver. I'd read this story that happened on the LA Grapevine. Then I ran into, at the local dump where I dumped my trash at, I ran into a guy that was a retired CHP running a dozer at our local dump. And we were talking about the story, and he was the cop that wrote the ticket. But, anyways, these black guys are in a 55 Buick. They're driving down the freeway. Well, before then, this guy had been driving down the freeway and he hit a bobcat. He thought he killed it. So he put it in a suitcase. Then he called the local police department about, I killed a bobcat. I put it in a suitcase next on the freeway. Well, these black guys in this green 56 Buick are driving down the LA Grapevine and they see the suitcase and they pick it up, throw it in the car. Well, he hadn't killed the bobcat. He only stunned it. So they opened the suitcase up and here's this pissed off bobcat. And this CHP that was retired was driving behind him. He's the one that got to pull him over. But he goes, all I see is this 56 Buick doing this and black guys jumping out of the car on the freeway.
See, those are the kind of stories you just hear about.
Yeah. And I go, so what I read was true. He goes, oh, yeah, it happened. I was right behind him laughing my ass off going, what in the hell? He goes, can you imagine? You're driving down the freeway at 5 miles an hour, and these guys are jumping out of the car.
I'm glad Metal AF. Rob, did you get my email about the bike catalog? Your bike bell is 1905. I have the same bell. Guys, I just did a recent short about, or video I did about finding a 1950s bike bell. Guys, I'd never found a bike bell before, so I had no idea the age, so I just thought it was made in 1950s.
Awesome.
Now, I was in a 1920s neighborhood when I found this. Now, I've cleaned it up nice. So anyway, I'd like to thank Metal AF. He sent me, he emailed me a catalog from 1905 with this exact same bell in it. And then Kimberly found one. Her flag, her design has fleur-de-lis in it, but it's got the same rope design on this raised edge here, and it's got these same buttons around this here. And I told Kimberly, I said, that's probably 1905, 1910. Because then I pulled up 1950 bike bells, and by 1950, they were all chrome with a sticker flag, and I had no idea that this was over 100 years old, guys. So Metal AF, thank you very much about that. I now know more about my cool relic, and this is going front and center in my display case. So thank you. I've heard that one, Marty. That's a good one. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Greg. Oh, hey, I'm here. I can show this billet. Nobody's seen it in the video yet, but that's fine. Speaking of Miss Kimberly, she got us a 1901 permission in the town that we've all been getting some great finds in. 2 weeks ago, we met in the middle of the state, and it was a 1901 property, guys, and I found this.
Oh, nice.
It is all copper. Obviously, This is some type of buckle top that moved. And then in between here, it looks like some old white material. So I'm going to say that was leather pressed in between there. One of the rivets fell out when I was cleaning it. But I'm going to say this is some type, Bill, I'm thinking this might be some type of horse tack buckle that had leather here that a strap went through this. That's all I can think of. This might be some horse tack buckle, but we found this on a 1901 property.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're right, Rob.
Mine, ours was enameled. Yeah, mine might have been at one time. Mine has 13 stars. How many years have? 4, 8, 12. Mine's got 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But it does have the 8. It does have the correct stripes here for 13 stars and for 13 lines. Bill, does everybody in the room know what the stripes on the flag represent and how many there are and what they represent?
I knew and I forgot.
Well, it's 13 stripes across the flag for the original 13 colonies.
Yeah.
That's what barber is. That looks like a top and heel. Oh, the barber strop that they use to sharpen their razors. That's That's a damn good guess. I
Yeah,
like that.
that could be too. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I like that. I'm going to look that up.
Yeah. I didn't
Call it-
think
call
about that.
that
You're right. I think Diana's right. That's what it is, a barber strop.
Yes, they used to call that a strop.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's
Didn't even
both
think about
sides
that.
of it. Very nice, Miss Diana. Yep, Tony's right for the 13 colonies. But there we go. Yep, STROP. Correct, Tony. All right,
Yep.
now that you guys got me all thinking about this, hey, that was better than ID me.
God, I didn't think about that. You're right, Diana. Barber strop.
Well, Bill, there's one on eBay that says it's mid 1900s.
There you go.
That's not that far off.
Nope. So you got early 1900s, maybe late 1800s one.
Yep. Let me keep looking here. That's actually, I think it's really exciting when you go on the internet and you find the exact same thing you have.
Yep. I don't need to go in there. All I find is crap, so I don't need to look it up.
Yeah, Bill, you're pretty funny about your crap. So
Well, like I said, I went out for 2 hours today, and the best thing I found was a chunk of steel, 2.5 inches long by 3/4 of an inch wide, maybe a half inch thick, and the rest was beer can tops. The only thing I have found other than that and some tractor parts is I got these stupid little, they're copper, and they got like a 3-leaf design on them. It looks like they're, put a screw through it to hold something down, but I don't know what the hell they are. I found a few of them. Somebody did say something about a corner for holding pictures down in an old frame, but I don't know. They're all the same. It's got a little like a 3-leaf design that's messed up and a place for a screw to go through.
Bill, I don't see one exactly like that, but it's matching the general.
Yeah. No, I'm sure that's what it is. From after you said that, and you look it up, and said, yeah, that makes more sense than horse tack.
Yes, it does.
But I mean, it could be horse tack too, but it's just more likely to be for a barber strop.
See, here's one with the three. Here's one with the 3 rivets right there.
Yep.
Thank you, Miss Diana.
Yes, thank you, Diana. Oh, I'd love to find a bicycle plate, Jim. That would be sweet. Bicycle or motorcycle.
Yeah, I want to find an old chauffeur's badge. Both Dalton and Troy have old chauffeur's badges.
Tony's asking 2 to 4. What is it? 2 to 4 inches wide.
Might get my handy dandy little mini tape measure here. It is 3.5 inches wide.
Yep. That's probably what it is in a barber strop.
Wow, I should. We have a couple old time barbers around here, Bill. Probably guys in their 60s or 70s. I should probably ask one of them.
Yeah, take it to him and ask him. Yeah. Greg says he found a 1908 V nickel, left it in his pants pocket, and lost it. That'll make Charlie happy.
Yeah, yeah. We won't bring that up. Holy crap! Some of these razor strops go for good money.
Yeah, they do. Anything old barber related goes for good money. Them freaking barber chairs go for an arm and a leg.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, sweet, Marty. 1912 vehicle tax plate from Chicago. Cool.
Bill, Denise K, who's on my Sunday streams, I hunt Clover Beach with sometime. She got an old barber's chair in one of her storage units,
Yeah, I remember
and
that. Did a video on it. Yeah.
and she took a picture of it, and took it to her tattoo artist, and he said, "I'll take that immediately," and he gave her a nice, expensive tattoo for that.
Yep. Them barbers used to cut off arms like, yeah, they were doctors too, or dentists, depending.
Yeah, usually Dennis. That's right.
Oh, Tony says 4 to 6 inches usually butcher strop. That makes sense. Yeah, for larger knives and stuff.
All right, let me type that in.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, they got some in here with some fancy on them.
Oh, yeah. That's like barber poles. They can be real plain or real fancy, either way.
Yeah, those are big in as a vintage item now too, is the old barber poles.
Oh, yeah. They can go for big bucks. Especially if they're the original spinning ones and working. Real big bucks.
I mean, if you're going to have something vintage, you might as well, have an original.
Yeah.
You don't want like new glass in it or something. Nope, you want original.
Yep. That's like carousels for merry-go-rounds and stuff. Jesus, what they can go for. Just the horses and stuff off, the animals off of.
That ground that we were at, Charlie and I and Kimberly up there at Florida Hunt 9, the guy whose property that was had it set up as like an old town, and he had some old carnival rides, and he had an old carousel there, Bill, and it was cool as hell.
Yeah. That's like back home. You go up some of the streets back home, and they still have a hitching post on the corner. It's just a steel post with a round ball and a round circle on it so you can tie off your horse. But some of them were a horse's head. Those things are worth, just the horse's head is worth like $500-$600 if you can find one now.
Wow, I used to go to the barbershop just to play pool. Yeah, see, I've never been to a cool barbershop like that. The old Metal AF says horse tack for plowing 1800s harness. That could be too. Wow, Metal AF says, yep, mine has 13 stars, but yours was the model upgrade, about 20 cents more than mine, LOL. Yeah, that ad you sent me was just awesome. This is such a great community. It really is. Yeah, Jim, I'd like to find a bicycle license plate. I've found like a fairly modern, like 70s or 80s, but I've never found one from the 40s, and I don't have a chauffeur's badge either.
Well, it's like before I moved out here, I was up at one park dump area, and I found a 1948 Schwinn bicycle chain guard. Saw the paint on it. I got $275 for that thing.
You know, at the very beginning of eBay, when eBay was pretty new, Denise and I had just started dating 26 years ago, and And as a matter of fact, we still had AOL dial-up. That's how long ago this was. Um, like FiOS or cable internet, or never wasn't even heard of. It was just like the beginning of. I had an original from my childhood that somehow had made it from Baltimore down here to Florida in my kid's desk, which I still have, by the way. My mother's mid-century desk she bought me. Um, I had an original blue Batman Pez with the cape still on it. Now the cape had a crack in it, and this is literally 25 years ago. But I sold that Batman '60s Batman Pez with the cape for $75,
Nice.
and they're probably more than that now. Hey, well, almost on. Oh, that is awesome! Almost online. I'm going to type in 1960s Batman Pez with cape. Oh my God.
Yeah, you know, now you feel bad, don't you?
There's one on eBay, Bill, for $304.
Mm-hmm. Rob,
Oh,
I think you've heard the story where in 1977 I went metal detecting and I found 2 ounces of gold and 4 Morgan silver dollars in a quart jar. I sold that gold for the prices in 1977, which is $125 an ounce. What's gold worth today?
what, 2400 an ounce?
Yeah. So if I would have hung on to it instead of selling it, you just don't know. The thing that makes me mad, I moved out of home when I was a kid. My older brother, moved out. Oh, cool, Rob. And we left stuff at our parents' house. Comic book collections. My brother had the original issue of Spider-Man. We go back years later, everything's gone. My mom had traded all our comic books for a toilet. We looked at her and went, "You did what?" Scrooge McDuck and Donald Duck. I had the complete Disney collection from beginning to almost the end. Well, not the end because they're still making them, but because when I was a kid, I had it. My brother and I had an aunt that bought us what we wanted. He wanted Marvel, I wanted Disney. So I had all these original Scrooge McDuck, Donald Duck comic books from the beginning, and my mom traded them for a freaking toilet while we were gone.
I don't know what happened to all my baseball cards when I was a kid. I
Your
mean,
mom
I,
sold them.
I remember putting them in the spokes of my wheels to make the cool noise. I don't even want to know how many probably $100, $200 baseball cards I put in the spokes of my wheels. Lava tubes are awesome. Yeah, yeah, Tony, those kind of deals are awesome deals. Um, I will tell you my one interesting story, Bill. Um, like I say, I moved from up north down here to Florida when I was 12. I started seventh grade here. I was 12 years old in '73. Now, about 20 miles, 15, 20 miles south of us,
Greg.
most of this area was orange grove still when we moved here. And there's a shopping center there now. But 51 years ago when we moved here, it was pretty rural and a lot of orange groves. And I remember driving down, my mom was taking us kids down to the nearest mall. And I saw this fire burning up on this hill in the middle of these orange groves. And I looked up and it was a cross burning really big. And then when we got closer, the highway, there were two guys with shotguns guarding the dirt road that went up the hill through the orange groves. And it was a freaking Ku Klux Klan meeting, Bill, in,
Wow.
in '73. Now, I'd come from up north where everything was pretty integrated, but down here in this county I was at, when I went to the junior, I mean, up there, the junior high I was going to go to was completely mixed. But down here in junior high, I think I had one or two black kids in my class. And I remember a kid coming up to me, and this is no lie, in seventh or eighth grade, and he gave me a business card for the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah, I
Now,
believe it.
I had no desire to join them, but I remember even thinking as an eighth grader, this is going to be worth money someday. This is going to be something historical someday. So, Bill, I went home and hid that in my desk, and my mother found it and threw it away.
Well, Rob, I like it this way. 1988, my hometown, which is, as liberal as California is, I had a girlfriend that was mulatto. We're walking down the street one day, and these guys lean out the window. Little dark, isn't she? 1988 in California.
Bill, there are, like I say, we're not going to talk into politics because I know all of us don't do politics, but you just had, it's in our headlines down here, you just had neo-Nazis for DeSantis, our governor, picketing Disney World because they're a very gay-friendly company, Disney World, where I used to work. They were picketing the Walt Disney World entrance with swastika flags and swastika posters, picketing the front of Disney World with Nazi. Freaking 2023, and we got Nazi signs picketing.
Jeez.
Have a good night, Deej. Thanks
Thank
for being here.
That's just ridiculous.
I mean, if I
that's
was running for governor, the last thing I'd want is a bunch of neo Nazis support. I'd be like, I'd be out there denouncing that group. But it's crazy how extremism's making a comeback here. And I don't care what side you're on, either side.
Either side doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, that's why I don't like politics. I don't like politicians. Religion has gotten way wacky too, and it's like, get over it, people. Nothing's changed since the dawn of man, and yet you are screaming about it. Just go with it and shut up.
Absolutely, Diana. It's and that's why I can't stand certain politicians that want, like you said, that they're separating us. They want us to be divisive. They want to keep us apart. There is a lot more that binds us together, folks. A lot more in commonality. My very best friend, the guy I was at trivia with tonight, and his wife, he is diametrically as opposite. That's my quarter word for the night, by the way. He is as diametrically opposite to me in politics and religion as can be, and yet because the two of us are respectful with each other, and we when we go up to the races every year up at Bowling Green to the NHRA races, we spend 9 hours in that truck driving up there, and the two of us can discuss our differences respectfully and calmly.
You can
And
agree to disagree, yeah.
absolutely, and we can see each other's point, and I understand his points where he's coming from. He understands mine, but you can't get two people on the opposite sides in Congress or Washington that can sit there and respectfully discuss these things. I mean, you got look at the '80s when during the Reagan era and the Clinton era, those two sides worked together to get stuff done, and Blues Brothers, I hate them so much. Marty's just killing me. Oh, yeah, there you go. Politics sucks. Let's just complain about grocery prices. Hey, Denise ran into the store, Bill. That's why I was a couple minutes late. We were out of milk. Denise ran into the store to get us a gallon of milk before she came home, and it was actually under $5.
Wow.
Oh, I will check that out, AF. I'm wondering when the tipping point for electric cars is going to be, because right now in the United States it's only like 6.7. You take your Nordic countries and your Northern European countries, something like Denmark or Sweden's already at 30-40% electric vehicles. We're at 6.7, but I mean it's doubling every year, but it's still going to take a while to get up there. But when's it going to come to the point where the world is basically going to so many electric cars that nobody's buying gasoline anymore? There's going to become a point, Bill, where gasoline is going to have to come down because they're going to need to make it come down so people still buy gas.
Yeah.
Wow, California milk price is fixed at 3.85. Holy crap, that's a buck less than ours.
Yeah, California's milk prices have always been pretty decent. So usually,
Jackson, that's why they're building the electric charging stations, Jackson, with making them all solar now, so it doesn't take any power from the grid.
in fact, when I lived back home before I moved out here, I'd go to the grocery store. It was $2.99 for a gallon, but I could go to the gas station and get it for $1.99 a gallon for a gallon of milk. So
I remember as a teenager back in the late '70s, early '80s, I dated a girl whose parents ran a hay farm, and they had a few cows, and I could get a gallon of unpasteurized milk from her. They would give me for $1.
hmm we used to get like a dozen brown eggs for 99 cents.
Yep.
Yep.
Bill, it was only up to about 6, 8 months ago, maybe a little bit longer, that I could go into Dollar Tree and get a dozen small eggs for $1.
Yep.
And they don't even carry eggs anymore because they're too expensive for them to be in the store.
Yeah. Yep. I remember that. They had them back home. You walk in, they were small, but heck, 99 cents for a dozen. Who cares? You're right.
Uh-oh, we're going to get into the nuclear versus non-nuclear here between Zaxxon and Miss Diana. Warning, bad language in that video. I have no problem with bad language. But speaking of our Bill, we've got Netflix now, and about 4 or 5, 6 years ago, whenever it was, when there was a TV miniseries that came out called "The Man in the High Castle,"
Mm-hmm.
and I always wanted to see it because it was based on the book by Philip K. Dick about the D-Day failing and the Axis powers winning World War II, Germany, Italy, and Japan winning World War II, and uh, Germany gets the bomb ahead of us. Their scientists develop the bomb ahead of us, and they drop the bomb like we dropped the bomb on Hiroshima. They drop the bomb on DC and wipe out the entire political
Yeah.
hierarchy, and then Germany takes the United States up to the Rockies, and then Japan takes the United States up there, and it's 4 seasons, 10 episodes each. And I've been watching that every night, late at night, after Denise goes to bed. 2 or 3 episodes a night. Been watching it for like 2 weeks now, and I finished the whole thing, 4 seasons in like 2 weeks.
Now, what is that called?
The Man in the High Castle.
Men in the High Castle. I got to remember. Um,
I
so
will tell you this, Bill. First off, it's just phenomenally made, and second off,
oh,
if people on either side of the political spectrum think that the government in Washington is taking rights away from us right now, uh, this should be shown in every high school or college class.
there's an
It can't,
author.
it can't be shown it can't be shown in high school because there's too much language. There's a couple sex scenes, and it's extremely violent.
There's
But
an author called Harry Turtledove, and he writes alternative history fiction. Have you ever read any of his stuff?
I've heard of them.
He is great. He did
That's,
one.
that's what this is. It's alternative. It's alternative history.
He did one where we're not only fighting World War II, we're fighting our own Civil War at the same time. And the South took the idea of gas chambers from the Germans and moved it to the South.
It's. I mean,
Yeah.
you take. I mean, they have gas chambers in the United States. I mean, it was. They put people in what looks like a living room, waiting room, and they build. I mean, there were certain nights I just want to sit there and watch a show and cry. Uh, I mean, it was an extremely well done show, but to see
Yeah.
fascism and Nazi, and then how brutal Japan was on American citizens, it
That
was
reminds
it was scary, sad.
um when they came back out with, I think it was The Outer Limits in 2000 and something, the new series. Sean Astin did one where he was a straight A student in school, and everybody laughed at him because to make it in school, in his school, you had to flunk. His father was the president, and it opens with him showing this woman getting executed because she didn't use her turn signal. That was the law. You broke the law, you were executed. they want everybody to be dumbed down. Well, they took him to a special place because he was a straight A student to help keep the system in place. Well, he fought it. Great, great episode. But it's like, yeah, I can see that happening, which is the sad part.
Greg, I got to disagree with you on that one. There are no fixes, just problems. I'm going to disagree with you that there are numerous people out there working on solutions. And Jackson, he said, I just watched the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen all the different YouTube clips on that. That movie looks like it's going to be freaking hilarious.
Oh, the Ballad of Buster Scruggs?
Yes.
It's freaking hilarious. You need to watch it, Rob.
Every YouTube clip of that I see, I'm just rolling on, Bill.
Oh, you got to watch the movie. It's hilarious.
Yeah, the soup Nazi on Seinfeld. There you go.
I love the guy in it because he's from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
The Fraser Crane, the Crane brothers, Jackson. Fraser Crane and his brother.
Yeah. They're bringing Fraser back.
I just saw it on one of the shows that does Friends. Denise watches Friends a lot.
So
Do you know what stupid show I'm hooked on now that I thought was ridiculous when it first came on, and I've been watching reruns now, is the Big Bang Theory.
Oh, I love the Big Bang Theory.
I thought that was I just thought it was so obnoxious when it came out, but now that I'm watching, it's just freaking hilarious.
It is. It's like, because I know geeks. And they're just like that, and it's so funny. Yeah.
Oh, really? The Buster Scruggs, the cowboy dude, was only in it for about 10 minutes?
Oh no, he's in there more than that.
I thought so.
Yeah. No, he was in it a lot more than that. I'm Jackson. I don't know what you're thinking. No, he was been it pretty much through the whole movie.
I mean, sometimes you look at a movie and you say, oh, well, so and so might have been able to do that. He played the perfect guy. That guy was perfect for that role as Buster Scruggs.
Yeah. Like I said, he was in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou with George Clooney. It was hilarious.
That's who he was. I just saw a clip of that. That's who he was. He was the third guy in the Oh Brothers. Yep.
Yep. What were they called? The
Muses?
Soggy Bottom Boys.
Yeah. And they go out there and see the Muses in the river, and that's a good clip.
Or when they're up there on the stage singing, and the one congressman or senator or whatever he was, and the guy got tarred and feathered and run out of the rail. That was hilarious.
Marty, Penny is hot. Period. Just put a period behind that.
She's hot. She's rich. Yes.
Miss Mercury says first time she watched, she thought it was absolutely stupid, was Breaking Bad, and now she watches it. Miss Mercury, I've had so many people tell me that's a phenomenal show, and I like the guy that plays the lead in that. And I've watched a lot of clips that look good on YouTube, but I watched it into like 3 episodes, and I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, same here. I liked Bryan Cranston, but I couldn't get into Breaking Bad. I just couldn't.
Greg, that's the next movie I want to watch. I watched those characters in all the Marvel movies and all the superhero movies, but I thought it looked stupid at the beginning, and then I realized I'm missing a section of this Marvel, quadrilogy here. I need to watch the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah, I love the second one with Kurt Russell. That was freaking phenomenal.
There you go, Bill. He says, I hear there's a man who will pay us to sing into a can.
Yep.
Yeah, I've Denise found out, Bill, with her, she does that Walmart, I don't know if they call it Walmart Plus or Walmart, like Amazon's got the Amazon Prime. She does that Walmart Plus thing where they'll deliver the food and different stuff that she gets 10 cents off her gas at every Walmart gas station, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, we get Amazon Prime free with that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nah, I can't get into Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
I'll watch Big Bang Theory. I love watching the Friends reruns with Denise. But But again, I like Friends more now than I did when it came out.
Yeah.
I love Breaking Bad so much that my son went to Comedy Con and bought my huge poster of him sitting on the pile of money. That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go. I've always wanted to go to one of those Comic Cons, and I really want to go to a Star Trek convention bad too.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Have you seen the Big Bang Theory one where they go to the Star
Yeah,
Trek?
they all dress up. Yeah,
Yeah, that's hilarious.
but it's funny how they're talking in Klingon to keep the girls from understanding them, and then the girls are talking with the Itsne.
Yeah.
Now my sister
Married
Bill,
with children. Oh my God. I'm Jackson. That's great. Married with children.
Married with Children is an absolute classic.
Yep. I always loved Al Bundy sitting there on the couch with his hand down pants. He goes, "Life stinks. It'll stink. It'll stink tomorrow. I know mine will." He's saying it with a smile on his face. Or the time he's going to take his duster and turn it over 1,000,000 miles and get a brand new car, but the daughter took it out instead and turned it over, so he lost her. And that's where I learned about Swamp Water, Florida, because they took a vacation to Swamp Water, Florida. And the
I
funny
think when that show came out, I think when that show came out, she was probably the hottest chick on television.
oh yeah, but the Swamp Water, Florida was a 2-part episode, and he went there and he screwed things up. Some guy was an axe murderer, and the town was known for their axe murder and the guy that met Andy Griffith. Well, Al took down the axe murderer. Unfortunately, him and the guy that met Andy Griffith were the same person. So the sheriff and the people ran him out of town. They go, "We can lose one, we can't lose both." That can only happen to Al.
Jim Steele, my dad was Archie Bunker.
Oh God.
If you want to picture my dad, my dad Bill had his favorite chair. Okay.
Yeah.
And all my friends knew that the easy chair in front of the television was my dad's. Okay. And
Same here.
I literally had a buddy over the house one time. My dad wasn't home. Um, and my dad walked in the house, and I had never seen my buddy go vertical straight up in the air faster than he did. I mean, he just lifted straight out of that chair and moved, Bill. I had never seen anything like that. My father didn't admit to say anything. He just my buddy just went. And then I brought another guy that I worked at the PD with, because my parents lived like 40 miles from where I worked at the police department. So I brought a buddy of mine up that I worked with, and he walked in the house, walked right over to my father in front of his easy chair, and said, "Hi, Mr. Clark. My name's I can't even remember my buddy's name. My name's Dennis. Nice to meet you." And my dad shook his hand and went, "Nice to meet you, son. Now get the hell out of the way of my television." And
Yeah.
I was just rolling on the floor. Okay.
My dad was almost that bad. My mom was worse. I'm in the kitchen doing something, and there's a knock at the front door. Well, it's my friend John. My mom answers the door, opens the door, looks at him, and goes, "You need a freaking haircut and a shave."
Yeah, it's funny. Marty says my father-in-law
I
could
looked
have
at
been Carol Connor.
I
My
go,
dad looked exactly like Buddy Epson.
but I go, "Doesn't that bother you?" He goes, "No, your mom's honest. At least I know where she's coming from. So I don't care." But I just couldn't believe it. I said, "Mom, you don't say that to me." Well, he does need a haircut and a shave. I get that, but
Yeah, kids and old people, Bill, they have no filters.
nope, none at all. My mom, my
Evening,
brother,
Tom.
had to take her to a doctor's appointment. He wanted me along. My mom spoke her mind all the time. Well, the doctor she had to see was a Hindu, so was his wife, and she was a receptionist. And we're sitting there, and I don't want to say it, but I have to say it. She goes, "Damn Hindus and Indians are ruining this country." I just laughed. She's 88 years old. She's going to say stuff like that. My brother slid under this coffee table they had there, and then walks in this old couple that were midgets. And my mom sits there and she looks and she goes, midgets. Gee, my brother just turned beet red and almost died.
Howdy, Tom. Yeah, no, you couldn't make the Archie Bunker show today the same.
No, you couldn't.
You couldn't make the Jeffersons the same. You couldn't
You
make
couldn't.
you
Blazing
couldn't
Saddles.
make Sanford and Son the same. Yeah, I mean,
You can't do any of that. No. No, all the stuff from the 60s, 70s, and early 80s. No. You
Diana,
you do
if there's one
Frankenstein.
thing, if there's one thing that drives me up a wall about these young kids, it's wearing those pants below their ass. First off, how the hell do you walk like that? Yep, see, that's the same thing I was saying, Greg. You couldn't do the Jeffersons or Sanford and Son. Um,
No. No, you couldn't.
but I'll tell you another great show, Bill, that we haven't mentioned tonight was MASH.
Oh, God. Love MASH.
One of the classic.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Sanford and Son was hilarious. My father,
Oh, yeah.
I will tell you, Bill, the one show my father loved
Come,
was
Elizabeth. I'm coming, Elizabeth.
my father loved the Flip Wilson show,
Oh, yeah. Flip Wilson.
especially when he did the female Geraldine. Oh my God, my
You could
father was a pretty,
fly 600 miles in the fog and find LA. You could find my bags.
he was a pretty stoic guy, but when Geraldine came on, my father was rolling.
Yeah. But I always loved Archie Bunker. Hey, meathead.
Yep.
Jeez. Yeah.
There you go, Diana. MASH was awesome. What's up, Willis? What's up, Willis?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They do, Maria. They just look like idiots.
Or what you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, that was another one.
Boy, I'll tell you, what's his name? The guy that did the Dynamite.
Oh shit.
He's doing like a Social Security disability commercial now. Oh my God, he looks horrible.
Yeah. What the hell was his name?
Jimmy
Doggone.
Walker.
Jimmy
Jimmy
Walker.
Walker.
Yep.
He looks horrible.
Yeah. Well, what's up, Willis? He's dead now, so. Laughing. Oh God, Ronan Martin's laughing. That was a good
You
one.
know, do you know that's where Goldie Hawn got her start?
Yep.
She was one of the sexy dancers that came out of the circles in the wall.
Yep.
Jimmy J.J. Walker. That's exactly right, Mark.
Jimmy J. Walker. Yep.
The Smothers Brothers. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Lucy. Yep.
Oh, Lucy was the one that spearheaded.
Zachman said he just saw Christina Piscovac, Tina Applegate. Ugh. Um, she looked pretty damn good in Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, but she's had a lot of more medical problems. So
Oh, and speaking of looking different, did you see Madonna since she had that plastic surgery?
yeah.
I mean, her face is like she looks like that. She looks like that madam, that one doll, puppet doll that has her face all stretched back.
Yeah.
Oh, she has MS or something. Okay.
Yeah. The old Three Stooges shorts. Oh God.
Oh, you know who died today, Bill?
No, who?
Um, he was in. He was killed on his motorcycle. Oh crap! Not a huge movie star, but he was a big movie star. Somebody's going to probably say it in the stream.
Yeah, Three Stages was a great babysitter. That's true. Later on, Harry and the Hendersons was a great babysitter too. Kids could watch that movie over and over and over.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at me, but I've never seen Harry and the Hendersons.
Oh, I didn't like the movie myself. I mean, it's okay, I guess, but kids love it. And if you needed somebody you had to leave the house, you could walk away and come back I used to babysit my girlfriend's girls, and they would watch that stinking movie all day long, over and over and over. And every time you threw it in, they'd watch it. It's like, how do you keep watching the same movie? But they loved it. So,
Oh, Treat Williams died today.
oh wow, Treat Williams did. Damn, I liked him.
Yeah, 71. He got hit on his motorcycle.
Damn, bummer. Oh, Third Rock from the Sun, great show. Good night, Diana.
Oh, Miss Diane, it's been a blast.
Yeah, you know, Rob, it's almost 15 after.
I'm telling you, Bill, we get going. It just rolls right along. We start talking about old movies and TV shows.
Oh, Hawkeye Treasure Hunter, hello. You're getting down just as we're getting ready to shut down. Sorry about that. Treat William, damn. I like
I
that.
know. Thank you, Tom. Tom got it.
That's a shame. Damn, 71. That's not much older than me. Damn it.
Yeah, Jackson says hit on a motorcycle.
Yep.
I don't know if I'd want to go that way, but Mr.
Well,
Greg, see you Sunday.
quick.
Hey guys, everybody, don't forget to watch my 1700 sub giveaway today. Follow the rules. Get in on some of the silver, and if you guess what the new Menardo bill is, you could win $50. Mr. Bill, thanks for having me on, sir.
Thank you, Rob, for being here. Thank everybody for being here. Y'all have a great night. Remember, next week after my show, Rob will be going live, and I'll be co-hosting with him on his show. Y'all have a great week.
Take care.
See you.